What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JB Sports back again with another one. Sean Porter did a conference call with the media today, and he made some interesting comments. He said that him and Errol Spence are the number one and number two guys in the welterweight division. He said no matter how you slice it, you can say I'm number one or you can say Errol number one, but we are the top two guys in the welterweight division, and whoever wins this fight will be the number one fighter at welterweight. That's what Sean Porter said. Just basically not even bringing Terrence Crawford into the equation. That's unbelievable. Didn't bring Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is considered in a lot of eyes the number one pound for pound fighter in boxing. And for Sean Porter to not even mention him and basically say he's not even in the equation for number one or number two spot. That's me and Errol. Whoever wins this fight coming up on the 28th will be the number one guy in the welterweight division. Unbelievable. And then, Manny Pacquiao's got a belt. So he didn't bring up Terrence Crawford or Manny Pacquiao. Interesting comments. And later on, they asked Errol what he thought about it. And he said, yeah, I agree with Sean. He said, I already consider myself number one. And if I beat Sean, I'll be number one by a landslide. So basically, he co-signed what Sean Porter said. He co-signed what he said, man. So that's interesting comments, man. So, I know Sean Porter's already come out and said he's not interested in fighting Terrence Crawford after he defeats Errol Spence. If he defeats, he said if and when he beats Errol Spence, he said he's not interested in fighting Terrence Crawford. And Terrence Crawford pretty much co-signed what Sean Porter said. He said he's not interested in fighting Sean Porter, as they both came up in the amateurs, very good friends. And I think Sean Porter said, we talked man to man about a potential fight, and we decided that's not the best course of action. So that's blows my mind, man. It's one thing when Vladimir Klitschko don't want to fight Vitaly Klitschko. They actually are brothers, So I can see that happening, even when they were the two best heavyweights in boxing. You can see that. But when you got two guys that are quote unquote good friends, good buddies, I don't know how close they are. I ain't never seen them around each other a lot. I seen them maybe in one video together talking, but it ain't like I always, oh, there go Sean and Terrence. Everywhere you turn at a boxing show, you see Terrence and Sean showing up, buddy. Everywhere you look up, you see them at a boxing event or something. You see them hanging out on YouTube or stuff like that. I don't understand about this close relationship and y'all can't fight each other. Y'all came up in the amateurs. Well, Terrence Crawford came up in the amateurs with Danny Garcia. You don't see them not saying they're gonna fight each other. Danny Garcia said, "Show me the money." When they Bob Arum them sent him a contract, I think it was for what, $4 million, and he wanted more than that, to fight Terrence Crawford, for to come over to that side of the street and leave the PBC side of the street, where he's got a lot of different opportunities to fight different guys, So I don't see why. I don't think that's a good reason for Sean Porter, if he defeats Errol Spence, not to fight Terrence Crawford if he gets by the green machine. If those two guys win, they should fight, man. They're the best of the best. Or one of those guys should be fighting Manny Pacquiao. It's all about unification at 147. Because right now you got four guys, not to mention what Sean Porter is talking about. You got four guys that can lay claim that they're the number one guys at 147. Errol Spence got an argument. Terrence Crawford's got an argument. Sean Porter's got an argument, and Manny Pacquiao's got an argument. Based on, let's look at the resumes on what each of the fighters done in the welterweight division. Sean Porter, what was his best wins? He beat Danny Garcia. He's beat Danny Garcia and Andre Berto. That's probably his best wins at 147. No, my bad. Let's put it like this. Danny Garcia and Devin Alexander. Devin Alexander, I think, was the champion at that time. Was only lost one time, I think. That was to Timothy Bradley. So let's just say Devin and Danny Garcia is probably his best win. Errol Spence's best win at 147 is what? Kell Brook and Mikey Garcia. Okay. Let's look at Manny Pacquiao best wins at 147. He's got a lot of them, man. Miguel Cotto. But let's just go by recently. Manny Pacquiao's got Keith Thurman and Adrian Broner. Okay, then you look at who else I'm leaving out? Terrence Crawford. His best wins at 147. Jeff Horn and Jose Benavidez. So who's got the most credible wins right now at the welterweight division? You probably have to say probably Errol. Man, Errol loves Sean. Sean beat Danny Garcia, who's a champion at 140, and then won a belt at 147, and then he beat Devin Alexander with the champion. Like I said, I think Sean's got the better resume. Errol's probably number two. based on resume. Errol's beating, Mikey Garcia coming up, and then he beat Kell Brook. You might want to put Kell Brook and Lamont Garcia. Kell Brook and Lamont Peterson as Errol Spence best wins at 147. Either way, either one, you can replace Lamont with Mikey, because Mikey hadn't really fought at 147, but he was a world-class fighter at 135 and won a belt at 140. So you got to give him credit for winning that fight, dominating that fight all 12 rounds. Didn't get the knockout. You wonder with him draining to lose that weight, draining himself down to 147, because Errol is a big welterweight. You didn't talk about moving up to 154. You got to wonder with him squeezing down to 147, maybe that might be zapping his power, because he's had bone crushing power in other fights. He didn't show that in Mikey Garcia. You see the way he destroyed Chris Algieri and Leonard Bundu, who had never been knocked out. The dude's got power, but I don't know, maybe that weight is getting harder for him to make, and that might be zapping some of his power. But we'll just see how that plays out when the fight gets closer with him and Sean Porter. But as a question at hand, who is the best 147-pound fighter? We're going to find out. I kind of agree with Sean Porter based on resume. Him and Errol Spence got the best resume at 147, so whoever wins that fight will be the top dog at 147 based on resume. Now, if you ask me who the best fighters there, not talking about the resume, but who are the best fighters at 147, the eyeball test, who got the best skills, and who is the most dominant fighter, and who is the best fighter eyeball test, the eye test, it's Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. They're the two best fighters at 147 based on skill level and talent-wise. But based on resume, it's Errol Spence and Sean Porter. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, though. But and I know that's going to raise a lot of eyebrows, the statement Sean Porter made today about him and Errol being the top two welterweights in the division. Whoever wins this will be the top dog in the welterweight division. Raised a lot of eyebrows, but it's a lot of merit to what he said based on resume. And I agree with him in that aspect. So we'll see what happens, though. This is JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. Subscribe to me on Instagram, JBsports713, and follow me on Twitter, JB Sports, the man. I'm out of here. Peace.